You've heard about all the big changes, but now they're live in game. So let's check them out and see what this MLC is all about. Let's chat. What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat, and we are decking the ring. You can see it all right here, right now. It is there. It is live. It is bigger than ever, or so they say. So a lot got streamlined in this that we're going to take a look at. If you didn't catch it, make sure you go back and check out the MLC blog reveal video that we did. A lot of you have seen it, but just in case, because there are so many different things to check out. So first of all, on the contest tab, you're going to notice that some things are missing that you're used to seeing. Mainly the Armory loot, milestones. That's now going to be in the loot milestones as opposed to an event right here. And then you're going to see things streamlined on this. So right now you've got the kickoff contest, you get the faction tour kickoff contest and solo, but you'll notice they're trying to keep it where things aren't nestled as much one under the other. Also, a lot of the rewards that you're used to getting are going to be in the loot milestones. So we're going to get those going because there is no more of the premium prize wall. So if we go down here, you'll notice 500K is just medallions, ingots, I guess you should say at this point. The 6-star Bronson is right here. There's that. There's the strap. I don't know where all the coins are. Those are all pulled out now into a different spot. That's in the loot milestones, actually, if I remember correctly. So you'll notice this looks different. Instead of having a bunch of things in each one, as they said, there's one reward that you're looking for. But listen, listen, listen. There is nothing missing from this. It's all just been moved to another place, which is the free loot milestones, the keys loot milestone. So don't think that just because you're not seeing it here that you're missing things. It's just all moved, and now you have one clear milestone there. But again, no premium prize wall. We'll get to that in just a moment. So this is pretty much the way you're used to it, but this and the missing contest tabs, those are different. They're all streamlined now so that you can more easily find what you are looking for. So then, if you go to the store, whoop, there's Hype Loot. You've got your Bronson claim right there. You've got your jump packs if you'd like those. There's loot. These are the ones that are going to show up in your bags if you get lucky enough to get them free. There's keys. There's your free claim. And there's, for your pass members, there is your turnbuckles. Plus, you've got a kickoff blitz free claim and the backstage pass. So kind of all the things you would normally see at the start of the month. Make sure you get your free Bronson, and he is worth double the points now when you talent him up. On the prize walls, there's now a few things. There is a kickoff prize wall right here, and the kickoff prize wall has Sherry, which is huge, Muda, which is huge. Like, if you can get either of those and you don't have them, she's arguably one of the most important trainers in the game. He's arguably still the best fighter in the game, or at least among them. Definitely among them. Then going down, he's good, he's real good. I would actually take him over Muscle Man, although I love Muscle Man. Abby's fantastic. Lyra's great, she's great. Punk is good if you have a lot of things. Julius is fantastic, and so for 1,500 or 1,900, if you are in the kind of lower end of things and you don't have one of these two are roster-changing techs for sure. Him, especially if you have the Thomas plate. Her, especially if you have the green Piper plate. But even without them, they're very good. Brett's a coach, and that's about it. Sammy's fine. Mercy's pretty good. The Gruesome Guys is good on Kamala. Other than that, there's like Kofi and a few others that can use it, but not like a run and get this kind of a plate. It's fine. Mrs. Headband works on a few people, but it's really not huge. It's a compliment, if you're doing specifically red gems, right? Red gem damage by 50%. So Snowfall into red, that's the one to go for, but otherwise, Timeless Style works really well on Slay Omi. Other than that, HBK Acro, Mutant Mankind, a few others, but not super great. Chelsea's Entombment, I don't honestly use on anybody anymore. It's a blast gem plate, so you'd think increase your black gem damage by 400% when you make blast gems, but again, you very specifically have to be going for black blast as the combo. So wherever you see that, like Zombie Ray, Chelsea, a few others, that's fine. Shades of Rains is a good plate. Rainbow Reinforcement is a better plate. Will of Cargill is a very good plate. Limitless is higher. But what I don't see that a little bit, I don't know if frustrating is the right word, but in the past there was the previous MLC's S plus and S tier shards, and there's none of that in here. So for right now, the kickoff prize wall for me personally is not great. There's literally nothing that I will be going for on there. But for somebody who doesn't have Austin, Abby, especially Muda, Sherry, it's fantastic. Like, just fantastic. Plates, none of the great ones are in here, to be honest. If you don't have the Purple Rumble, this one is great for Muda, so definitely get it if you have Muda but not a purple plate. But other than that, Rainbow Reinforce is probably the closest. I don't know. Anyway, the regular Deck the Halls prize wall has 40 to 150, not 200% straps. These tend to fall on the 40 range, so I personally don't go for them. Then you've got your ultimate random high gem straps, which includes some 100 to 150s. Those are better. You're still going to hit 100 more often. You've got your 150 move damage, and then 40 to 150 just random on that. So this one is move damage, this one is gem damage. Either way, it tends to go 40. I would go for the green and yellows over the green and reds, personally, but that's just me. Becky Lynch shards, if you don't have her, she's great. He's great. He's great. He's great. He's solid. She's great. So, yeah, if you don't have any of these, those shards are all winners right there. And then Econ, definitely go for this pack. And is it this one that has, one of them has his shard, or his, whatchamacallit's in greater abundance. It's not the medic, I don't think. Well, anyway, I always go for prop packs, and I go for these. The TP pack, I drain every month as much as I can. That is hugely important. I don't know where his usually is. It right here? No, it's the keys pack usually. Oh, right there. No, keys pack doesn't have it either. Okay, so it looks like this is your main place for him right now, and go from there. All right, so here's the big change for everybody who's like, hey, wait a second, there is a new Armory thing. There is now a separate prize wall from the loot itself. So you don't have to decide between something from here or something from there. It's a little bit of both. So you've got the hot chocolate plate, which is a new plate. Whenever you make 6 or more protect gems, increase your blue move damage by 400% for 1 turn. I'm sure that will be great on Mark Henry. Man, protect gem plates though. What are we doing? Like, this feels like a mysterious mask to me, but let's hope I'm wrong. Let's hope it's more useful. Name a Fear plate. That one's fantastic on Haku and Kofi and a few other people. Radical Seth. Kofi's World is not in high demand in my eyes. Blue Barber is fine for anybody who uses blue and traps. Glowing Fate's fine. This gear right here is super stonkin' rare. I'm missing it, and I will be going for this one if I can, because that would complete my Regal. This one, obviously, if you have Regal, is great. This one is great. He's horrible no matter what you do. Regal, if you don't have Regal, 1,100. But notice his gear, which is usually super high priced, is way above the price of that, which means this is probably a big stretch to get to, I would imagine. But if you get there, holy cow. Great trainer, great trainer. Fantastic all around, very underrated. I love using her. Green Reinforce, Rainbow Reinforce, or if you've got a spare one, which I most don't, the Green Piper plate. But the Green Piper plate should really be on Ilya if you have it on your roster. Charlotte, then her, Zombie Sammy, a few others. And Indy, for my goodness, if you look at the pricing on that, 400. So that's like at the same price as about there. Yeah, so this feels like if the hot chocolate plate is 750, that feels like it will be in the stretch range, which means this might be obtainable for free to play. She is phenomenal. But this also kind of follows the format, if you're looking at it, of the previous premium prize walls. So we'll have to look at the loot milestones to see what else is in there. Econ, that one's fine because it's 150 and it's cheap. This one is Modern Era. This one's New Gen, Attitude, Legends. So I need Attitude Era straps like crazy, especially this month. So I'm going to probably pull on that if I can't. Yeah, and that looks like it. So you get your choice between, you get your choice of both now. You get the Armory loot, but then that is what's going to give you these medallions. So we'll go take a look at that real quick as well in the loots. So now every loot has, or supposedly, let's see if it has milestones. Okay, every loot except for Hype Loot is supposed to have milestones attached to it. So you've got your Armory loot right here. We're going to take a look at it. And there, oh my gosh, you're kidding me. Ooh, is that in the... Okay. Oh, wow. All right. So Armory loot, 10 pulls get you a guaranteed featured now. So it's 30,000 for 10 as opposed to 30,000 for, on one it was 15, on another it was 10, blah, blah, blah. So that gets you a featured, and then we'll look at the milestones here. So on the featured, you've got her gear, which I need. That's great. That's fine. That's That's great. 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 So all the things that would have been in the former Armory loot for gear is right there, and pretty decent. Now you've got the ones that would be in the strap and plates. So you've got both Pipers. That's great. That one, as I already mentioned, is not super useful. That one's fantastic. Debatable. Good, great, and then of course the colored versions of them, which is specific to them. It's fine. We'll see. That is, oh my gosh, if you get the Steve Sticks, that can, like, it goes on some people, man. It is really good. That one's good. I don't have one of these on my account personally. This one's really good, specifically on Viscera and the shiny Acrocina. This one's good on a lot of people. And then there's your leftover from that. And then it looks like we're mixing together. So there's what would have been in the featured for the previous. Now you've got what would have been in the featured for the moment. So as you can see, it does water down, I should say, because you're not specifically going for moments. But if you go in the moments loot previously, a lot of what was in there was posters. And now those are not, at least what I've seen yet here. So if you were going for moments, it's not totally watered down anyway. So you got your Bloodline moment. This one is a high priority. This one's a high priority. This one's a high priority. That one's good. This one's great. You just need a multiple of them. I still don't have that one. I still don't have that one. And that one's fine. And I don't see a moment yet for... Okay, there's still more. The plates are still mixed in. Great. Oh, no, I don't see a moment for this current month. So we'll see. And then if you do a second tier pull, you're guaranteed a mega rare or higher. So fine, good, very good. Fine, not good, great. Oh, Repo Man is not in the featured anymore. That's awesome. He's here where he's more accessible. That one's really good, and I still need it. That one's really good. That one's super good if you have all of his stuff. All of these are good, actually. Then more moments, more straps. Let's see, that one's great. That one's great, especially with Indy on the wall. This one's a must-have. This one's a must-have. More plates. They're all fine. This one's great. You got to have the yeet with it, though. That one's good. Yeah, so as you can see, it's just a mix of everything you had before. Now you got your super... Oh, wait, maybe super rare. Maybe this is... Oh, Macho Man's gear. I still can't get that. Some plates again. These are all good, not great. This, I mean, as they should be. There's last month's moment, pretty accessible in the lower side. That one's a good moment. That one I still don't have. And then your common stuff. So yeah, it looks exactly kind of like what we expected. It's got some great stuff in it, but just keep in mind when you pulled on this loot before, it was at best, until you got the one thing you were looking for. But it took a bunch of pulls to get there. So that really hasn't changed. It's just one pool now. But what has changed is this. This is where all your old rewards were. So here's where you get Sako, right? So you were like, oh, where's the character that's reworked this month? He's right here. Here's Sako plus medallions. So this is the medallion, not the loot, right? So this isn't more loot. The loot looks like this with the like it always has. And then this looks like this. Wait, maybe are they the same? No, it's subtle. Those are turned. These are flat. That's all the difference is. But these clearly say wall emblems. Oh, they're not even medallions. They're emblems now. This is what you do specifically for the special awards on the prize wall. So pulling on the loot gives you emblems, whatever we want to call them, for that. So one pull gets you Sako. So your first one, you're good. And then so on and so forth. A 7 pull gets you Sako plus that. But realistically, 15 is the goal, right? Because that's where you're going to save to get to the... Oh, so 30K would give you a 10 pull now, right? Okay, yeah, it's a 10 pull that you're going to. So 10 pulls will get you Sako 5 gold. And so on and so forth. So 35 pulls, which would be 3 of the megas plus a half of one, is where Sako's 6 gold is. Then it's just prize wall. There's the old chest, right? So it said that this was going to be a combination of everything that was in there. So now you got the 6 gold chest in that part. And then it's emblems up to 500. So 200 pulls. So you'd have to get to where you could do 20 of these. Holy cow, is what it's going to take to get up there. But Sako's available very early, up to 35, and you'll get, 150, 190, 220, 240, 250. So 260 where the gold chest was. So Indy was 460, so it would take you another 120. So basically you'd have to get to 6 pulls on this in order to get that. So 6 times 30,000, so 200 and something thousand. So it's literally about where it was before. It literally is about where it was before. It's about the same exact thing. Just instead of getting 15 pulls on some loot like I'm used to on the gear loot, you get 10. So all there, it's just in a different place. Speaking of all there but in a different place, your keys loot. This is another big one. So here's the keys. You're not going to expect to get her, okay? If you get her, send me that pulls video because, oh my gosh, that would be the greatest briefcase pull ever. Same there, probably not going to get that. But the fact that they're in there, that's super cool. That's last month's chase. That's super cool. Liv would be, both those lives are amazing. Shinsuke if you don't have him. And shards of a bunch of different people. Some really good ones. Oh my gosh, if you got any of those 4, holy cow. Any of these 6, those would be, any of the 7, plus that guy maybe, would be really stinking good. So there's some really good stuff in the key pulls, but keep in mind, the odds you're going to get one of those, like super rare ones, is very, very low. Very low. All right, so all the things you would have gotten are now here. So it's basically, it would be is it still 55? Yeah, okay, I was going to say, it's still 55 pull. So a normal 55 pull, well, that was a plate a second ago, will get you Solo Sokoa the Bloodline. So that would be the first one that you would have had on the old prize wall for him, right? Then another pull will get you Rabbit, and another pull will get you Fatu. So now you're up to 100 or 200. So that would be technically almost 4 pulls of key pulls. So this is your old prize wall. There they are. You go another one, you're going to get yourself the chest that is all 6 golds. Just lots of, there's some rare characters in here, but there's a lot of characters that you'd go, right? Big Boss Man plate is the one, purple. Big Botch Man purple is the one for this time. If you keep going, that's where you're going to see these. Now, the one thing I like less about this than the old prize wall is pretty early in the MLC, I could get my shards for these if I needed them. So, we'll see. But key pulls, reason to go on the portal now and get your keys off of stuff. There's ways to get keys right there. And then 2,000 medallions is the top reward. So 500, which is 10 pulls, a little obviously less than that. So that's where all your previous prize wall stuff was. So before, you didn't get anything extra for pulling on this loot. Now this is where the old MLC prizes are. And it looks like everybody should get Solo Sokoa, which is nice. You already have Rabbit, unless you weren't playing last year. And then that was a Black Friday character. So that's actually, like, imagine in a year or two getting Steve Blackman right here. That would be crazy. Wow. Yeah, there you go. So that's that loot. Oh my gosh, we're still going. No hype loot stuff right here, but the hype loot does have, after you get to your featured, it's got your characters from this month. It's got your characters from last month, including Blackman, which is super nice. And then it's got all your old characters right here. Let me see if they made a change that I know that they're working on. No, it doesn't appear so yet. I saw Hornswoggle in there. I see Rex Regum. And then Common. Yeah, it doesn't look like they were... Yeah, I'll keep my mouth shut. Sako, I saw Sako in there, but there's no loot milestone on it. So featured gets you 3 guaranteed now, which is the same as what it was, because you've got, basically this is the exact same. It's just pull for 10, pull for 30, right? 10 of these is 3, is 3, is 3. So this is the exact same, it's just how much you have at one time, basically. But wait till 10 at least. Last thing is the kickoff loot, which this is the month-long loot. It's just called kickoff the first week. This prize wall, let me just make sure this doesn't say it ends. Oh, it does say it ends in 5 days. That's, so maybe this is weekly. Interesting. I thought this was supposed to be an ongoing one. But basically, if you pull 3 of them, you get Seth shards. So if you were 10 shards short of Seth, basically $6 you'd get them. That'd be great. Same with her. So it's shards from last month's characters, except for no Blackman, basically. Yeah, no Blackman. So 120 would be, what, 2 or 3? Oh, they're 40 now. This used to be a magic number, but not so much anymore. So you get your UCC pull out of that, and then it looks like in the kickoff loot, you've got your Black Friday, or not Black, she could have been Black Friday. Black Widow, could have been AJ Lee Friday, but whatever. You've got Bronson, you've got AJ and Seth, which would be amazing. These two, which the one on the left's amazing. Yeah, those two are amazing. Those two, great, reworked. Be great if you got him. Great. More of the same, but great. Those shards would be fantastic. I'm close, within a few hundred of getting him, so I'd like to get close to him this month. Ugandan Giant, all of these, fantastic. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Good, getting worse, great, great. Yeah, so there's a lot of, oh, La Primera's in there, holy cow. So it's a good kickoff loot, and you're definitely going to guarantee yourself at least some shards of the premium characters from last month, if not a chance at getting them in that. So that's good. But it does look like that's a weekly prize wall, or a loot milestone or whatever. So yeah, just as like these coins carry over throughout the month, or at least they usually do. So I would always base whether I pulled, if I got some free ones out of the bag, based on who is in here. So I would definitely pull, first off because of Bronson, second off because of Seth shards. I have AJ. For those who didn't know that, I did get AJ. I did another offer. Anyway, but now it's going to depend on what you want out of these the most. So if you get some pulls, they should carry over. Just see which shards do you want to guarantee yourself, because a 21 pull, would guarantee you about 20 shards of AJ. Yeah, which if that recruits her for you, that is the best possible way to go. All right, what else do we have here? So we've got the kickoff events. We've got the kickoff tour. All of this looks pretty much the same, except notice that Bronson is now moved to a victory tour as opposed to having another tour. So once again, they're trying to clear this up just a little bit. It's a little cluttered today because the Champions Dynasty stuff is in it for a couple more days. But soon it's just going to be this, this, and this, and then whatever's going on for special events. So it does clear it up a little bit at least. That's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. Let's see. No new leagues. That would be super nice. We've gone through the loot. We've gone through the store. We've gone through the contest. I think that's it. Hopefully, I'm kind of seeing it for the first time as you are seeing it as well. So hopefully you got a gist of kind of where things are, but everything has been simplified, and all the prizes and rewards you think you're missing because they're not in the contest tab, you're not missing. They're now in the loot milestones, but they're in the loot of the free or play to acquire milestones, such as the Armory and the briefcase. Other than that, I think that's it for this one. Let me know what you think about this in the comments section. Let me know what your plans are. What are you going to try and get off of the Armory medallions or ingots or emblems or whatever we're calling them now, loot. And then like this video, subscribe to Champions Chat, and send it to your friend or faction mate, because we put out about 2 videos a day. Today's going to be a lot of them as I get the new characters, but at least 2 videos per day, and usually they're pretty helpful. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.